Can I rant with you? Because one of the things that drives me ridiculously crazy, one of the things that really frosts my cookies, gets my gears ground, is when people say things like, I'm trying not to be emotional. I just want to be logical. Because what the heck do you even mean? We're going to talk about it, but first, intro. And welcome back to another episode of the Daily Donna with me, your hostess with the mostest, Dr. Donna Oriolo. I'm a sex and relationship therapist in Washington, D.C. metro area. I'm the author of Drink Water and Mind Your Business, a Black woman's guide to unlearning the BS and healing self-esteem. And one of the things that I think could help us all get a little healed, and this is men, women alike, is this idea that the emotional is a useless thing in the face of the logical. Look, y'all, feelings may not be facts, but neither are your thoughts. Just because you thunk them don't mean it's true either. Your emotions are nothing other than a different type of information. Allow me to elucidate. If I ask you to, I don't know, bake me a cake, but I gave you the directions to bake said cake in French and you don't speak French, then the thing that you're missing might be a translated recipe. That translated recipe will help you to be able to create this cake with more clarity, with understanding exactly what the steps are, and make sure that you have everything that you need so that you can even get started. The problem is that because emotions have been linked to women and logic has been linked to men, we have done a great job of enacting sexism on our very systems by saying that logic, not emotion, makes the most sense. That logic beats emotion. That logic is the thing that will drive us forward the most, when that is untrue. The fact of the matter is, if you don't understand emotions, if you don't know what it is that you're feeling, if you don't understand what's driving you, what's moving you forward, if you don't understand those things, you're ill-equipped to be leading. And any person who doesn't understand the role of emotions is ill-equipped to lead. Logic can only get you so far. Logic can only do but so much. And if you're only looking at logic, then you may not even have the bandwidth to be able to smell out a lie that is using logic as cover. Baby, here's something for you. Something that sometimes logic wouldn't get to. October means 8. And yet October is which month? The 10th month. Where's your precious logic? For some of us, we believe, oh, well, that's just how it is. That's just how it's been. But you will find that repeated within the months, that something is named with a numbering already, and yet is finding itself somewhere else. Why? Because someone had an agenda. Because even numbers can tell you lies when you don't recognize the agenda that someone has. And what they might be pulling on is your emotional strings. If you don't understand emotions, it means that you are missing information. It means that because you're missing such a large part of information, you can't truly make great choices because you're only going off logic. Let's talk about emotions and feelings. Number one, they're not the same thing, but that's a video for another day. But where it comes right down to it, your emotions are responding to all of the things that are surrounding you, right? So your five senses and more really are taking in all this information all the time, right? It's taking in all the information. How you feel about the thing that you are receiving, the things that you are seeing and smelling, tasting, hearing, touching, right? All of these things, they come in and they're being processed. And the best part is your amygdala, right? Your amygdala is your emotion center. And it is also categorizing the feelings, like what all these things sort of feel in you. It's partly to keep you safe, right? It keeps you alive, it keeps you ticking, it keeps you moving, it keeps you going. But also because memories are non-linear, I know that a lot of people, we think of it as a timeline that just goes back and back and back. No, no, no. Some of your emotions are stuck. Your memories are stored by the emotion, by a memory, like it's memory groupings. So you might remember, right? Like if I said, I get so weak in the knees, right? Number one, you may not have heard that song in forever, but you remember it. You know every daggone word. And you might remember the first time you heard it, and then how you felt when you heard it, and that person that broke up with you, and all these things that feel seemingly in disarray are being remembered because memories are clustered. And sometimes they're clustered by the feeling, by not only what you feel, but where you feel it in your body, which may very well be connected to how you experienced it the first time you got it, the first time you imbibed it, as it were. Deciding to throw away emotions because you think logic is better is ridiculous. And one could even say illogical. Both offer information. What you feel and what you think are nothing but information for you to use so that you can create space for more aligned behavior. But if you believe that emotions are beneath you, if you believe that emotions make you a subpar human in the same way that this world sometimes will give the idea that women are subpar people, then you will lean into the idea of logic and not even see how your logic is you being led through the nose by your emotions. Some of the most logical people are being so ridiculous because emotions. You know what's illogical? Like if we're gonna let's talk illogics right now, right? You know one thing that's really illogical? Racism. It's so illogical. Why would you harm your own country's GDP to enact racism? It's illogical. That is because it is an emotional happenstance that they have decided to lend their logic to. Okay? What reason is there to decide that half the population, women, are somehow beneath men, that we do not meet their mental prowess or their thought their thought leadership? What is the reasoning for that? What is the logic? There ain't none, because it's an emotional response to feeling less than. White people feel less than. Men feel less than. When you don't have anything to shine on that actually belongs to you, right? Then you've got nothing, which means that you create faulty logic that's based on your emotions, but covered up in the idea of the right way of things. It's ridiculous. It's illogical. It's emotional. And because we're still trying to respond to someone's emotional response with logic, we don't go anywhere. We don't get anywhere. No one is hearing you. You cannot logic your way out of your emotional state. You have to meet it with some emotion. But if you still believe that emotion is beneath you, that it makes you less than, that it's something to be ashamed of, to distance yourself from, what you're saying is that you're willing to distance yourself from the information, things that will help you to build and to do better work. And I find that to be quite illogical and quite emotional. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this little episode of The Daily Donna with me, Dr. Donna. I just want to know from you, are you one of those people that sort of run from the idea of being emotional with both feet, just Usain bolting it away? Or are you one that sits in it and feel a little bit more comfortable in it? Tell me in the comments below. In the meantime, I will see you when tomorrow, because this is The Daily Donna. So it only matters if it's daily. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep it cute in the comments. Discourse, not disrespect. Bye.